To start out, though, let's just warm up. Standing up, we are. Shoulders forward. Actually, you could do these seated as well if you wanted to. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to go into a cat-cow. So bringing the hands down on the thighs, roll the shoulders down. We got a nice big bowl going on here towards the floor, looking down. And then up with the hands, bringing them up over the top. Roll the shoulder blades back. Open the chest up. Deep breath in. Feels so good. And exhale, coming back down on the thighs. Let's go into a little bit of a squat as we come down. So butt out. Roll the hips, roll the arms, roll the shoulders. Just do a backward somersault. I'll wait. I'm not going to do it, but if you want to do it, you can go ahead. I'll watch. And down. Make sure the camera's on. Deep breath in, stretch the back out, roll the hips, bring the arms up overhead. And down. Reverse lunges, otherwise known as step backwards for right now. Back. And back. We're going to take it into a little bit of a lunge. So as you do this a couple times, start to get stretched out those hamstrings, those quadriceps, those hip flexors. You can come down a little bit. Start stretching out the calf muscles. Back and down. Back. Stepping it back and kicking forward. Bring that foot back. Single leg. Push up through that front leg and drive that foot out. Back and out. If it is too much, you can tap. Back and tap. Always a possibility. Out and out. We're going to get just a little more intense here. We're gonna do it. As you come up, leg comes right straight up in front and back down. So stay upright, just kicking that leg up and bringing it back down. Lift through the hip flexors. Up. Find your balance on that stationary leg. We're going to go into toy soldiers. Rolling the shoulders. Hips stay straight. Foot comes forward. Up and out. And get flat on that foot. I have to find my balance too. Up and out. Up. Rotate through the middle of the back, not through the hips. We want to stretch out the middle of the back, the thoracic spine. And up. Shake that out. We are going to go with that leg raise, but this time opposite hand comes out, pushing. Rotate the hand as you drive it out. Lift the leg, push the arm. Don't bring that leg up very high if you can't. You want to be balanced, and if that means that foot just comes up off the floor an inch, that's all it takes. Just find your balance on that stationary leg, that one leg, that stance leg. Remember, you've got just a little bit of a bend in the knee, never locking it out. Push and push. Drive it out. Take your time, nice and slow. Find your balance. Like I said, I'm still finding mine. Up and up. Doesn't come right away. It's not there the first second you do it. It takes just a little bit. And push and push. We're going to go out to the side. Step out. Bring it in. Out and in. Step and step. Step. And again, stay wide right here. We're going to go into a hip hinge. Chest out. Hands on the thighs. Pushing the shoulder blades back. So don't let yourself roll forward. You want to bring the shoulder blades back, butt out, roll the hips and push up. Use those hands to drive the shoulder blades back. Make sure you're keeping your back in neutral position. Toes forward, roll the hips, push up, down on one side. Remember when you do this, knee stays over the ankle, butt goes right straight back, shoulders stay square to the floor. And drive up to the middle. We're going to go to the other side. Over there. I'll meet you over there. Down. Feel the stretch on the inner thighs. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings of that lead leg. Down. Roll the hips. Push right straight up through the heel. Other side. Down. And push up. Stay wide. Arms come out to the side. We're going to go into a propeller windmill and up. Don't do anything with the legs. Keep them straight. A little bend in the knees. and just bring the shoulders around and up, round, and up. Get some rotation through the middle of that back first, and then take that and now go into a side lunge, but staying with the torso straight to the floor. So you're not rolling the torso around, you're just turning the shoulders, coming around, opening up the chest, the back, and back up to center. Stay wide, take up just a little bit of the foot off the floor, tap the toe, up, and up, up, and up. As you go, opposite arm with that foot out. So you're on the toe on the one side, arms out on the other with that rotation. Push out the other way. Feel the stretch all the way through, up the outside of the body, across the torso, through the arm, toe to fingers, or toe to palm, and out, out, and out, arms up. As we reach, as we come up on that toe, punch in the opposite direction. Stretch that shoulder out and back. Other side, out, push it, and bring it back in, out, and in, out. Take your time. Get that toe up. A little bit of a balance challenge here. A little agility, being up on that toe. Around, punch, and punch. One more time each side. Over, and bring it back. Arms up into a cactus. We're going to bring the elbows together and apart. That's it. Together. Okay, I lied. That's not it. As you bring the elbows together, step forward. Pendulum swing up, stepping back as you bring the shoulders back. Elbows together, stretching out the upper back. Shoulders together, shoulder blades, squeeze them together so that you can stretch out the chest. Forward and back. Forward and back. We're going to the other side in that pendulum lunge, but this time, as you come forward, reach the arms back as far as they'll go, and then pick the leg up, and chest out, shoulders back. Coming forward, reach back as far as you can. And stepping back, weight shift back, open up the chest, open up everything. And bring it back down again. Shake that out. Grab one weight. Or if you don't want to use a weight, don't use a weight. How do you feel today? That's what it's at. That's what it's all about. So what we're going to do is unilateral exercises, one side at a time. The advantage of those exercises is we work the core heavily on those. So you've got weight on one side, body's going to want to lean to that side or lean to the other side, trying to counterbalance that weight. You want to stay right in your neutral position at all times, shoulders square to the floor, hips square, not letting yourself bend. First one we're going to do is just a shoulder shrug. So it's just bringing one shoulder up. Don't let the other one drop down. Keep it straight across, flush with the square with the floor. Up and back down again. If you want to do these seated, you feel free. Up and back down, dropping that shoulder down as far as it goes. As that shoulder comes down, you're going to feel these muscles working right along the side of the rib cage. Down, upper back. Squeeze, feeling the muscles in the top. These trapezoids at the top of the shoulders and in the neck. Back down. Keep a little bend in that elbow as you're doing this. Up. Squeeze it. And back down. 10 seconds left of this side. And down. Up. Hold it. And back down. We're going to stay with this arm. Keep the weight in the right hand or whichever hand you're using. The leg on that side that the weight is in goes back, going into a stagger step. We're going to go to a split squat. So the back foot, you've got the heel up. Weight is on the ball of the foot. Front leg, knee is over the ankle. Weight is from the ball of the foot to the heel, not in the toes on either leg. Starting out, just come down. We want to get these hamstrings and the glutes involved. So you're going to roll that hip, Squeeze those muscles in the back of the leg, and you're going to feel it by bringing that heel up. So drop the heel down and then roll the hip, raising the heel. You're going to feel all the muscles working in the back chain of that back leg. That's what this exercise is for, those muscles. Bring them up. Excuse me. Take it back down, roll, and lift through, bringing that heel up. If you can, as you start to get warmed up, roll, go down just a little deeper if you can. Doesn't have to be a lot deeper. Just see if you can get an inch, quarter of an inch, anything. Any advance that you make is an advance. It's a gain. You do gain. Always, always. You get stronger. You always do. You get more flexible. Down. We always compare ourselves to other people. And it's like, well, we're not that good. Yeah, we're better than we were. And that's the important piece. And up. Down. Last one. Roll the hip. And bring it up. This one's a little harder. Excuse me. We're going to go into that stagger step just like we just were. This time we're going to bring the arm back into a reverse fly and down. So you've got the arm parallel, or the weight is parallel with the torso. Elbows bent just a little bit, and you bring that weight back in an arc and then back to the front again. So getting into that neutral position, make sure that the shoulder blades are back, chest is out. You've got a straight back, and you're bringing that arm back, squeezing the shoulder blade. And back in. All right, here we go. Back. Squeeze it. And bring it forward. Keep those shoulder blades back. Keep that little curve in the lower part of the back. Protect the spine. The other thing you want to make sure of here is that you're not twisting. As you bring that weight up, don't let the torso turn. It is just that shoulder and shoulder blade doing all the work. And down. You're going to feel it in the outside of the shoulder. Up. Squeeze. And bring it down. Couple more times. Up. We got time for one more. We do. We have time. Make sure that front knee isn't flaring out. Keep it right over the ankle. Back and up. That's one of those things that's really easy for that knee to just drop in. What we want to do is strengthen the muscles up on the leg, the inside and the outside, to hold that knee stabilized so that when you're walking, it stays stable too. All right. Next one, back into that lateral lunge. So wide set. Starting out, staying on just that side the weight is on, bending the knee by pushing the butt back, and then coming back up again. Down, butt's back, and up. If you want to do the seated, you can do the same thing. We're going to do an arm raise. We are. If I can say it, we're going to do it. Up. Even if I can't say it, just do what I'm doing. Butt out, arm up, don't let your torso twist. Feel the work happening in the core and in the leg. Out. You don't have that weight on the other side to counterbalance you, so all of these muscles have to do the work. Holding you in place and back. Butt out, arm up on the side, and back in. Don't let yourself go out to the side with the weight. Shoulders come right straight down to the floor. And back up again. We got time for two more. We do. We have time for it. And one more. One more. Butt back. Hold it. And up. Set the weight down. We're going to do a little cardio before we go into our next other side set of exercises. Take a break. Take a break for a second. So what we're going to do here is, it's a short cardio series. Lot of range of motion. So the first thing we're going to do is arms behind the head, and the important piece of this is the elbows go back as far as you can get them. Shoulder blades squeezed together. Keep them back there. What's going to happen is you're going to feel the arms start to come forward. Every time you do, get those shoulder blades back, elbows right straight out. What we're going to do is just bring that knee up nice and slow, as high as you can get it, whatever's right for you. And then take it back down to the floor, nice and slow. This is about balance, range of motion, getting that hip up as high as you can, and back down again. Stationary leg, you've got a little bit of a bend in the knee. You're on the ball of the foot to the heel, right straight across. Oh, head back, elbows out. for me, the muscles in the front just want to pull me forward. And I have to keep working, fighting to keep the elbows back, shoulder blades squeezed together, up nice and slow, and back down. Rotate through the spine. So we're getting in the middle of the back. Rotation as you bring the knee up. Whoa, and back down. Working on balance. Up. And back down. Around. And back. Don't let the elbows come forward. Don't let them collapse. We're picking the knee up. Rotating through the middle of the spine. And back down. Up. And back. Last one. Bring it around. And back down. Keep the arms up here. We're not done yet. No, no, no. Leg up, knee to the outside this time. Doing a wacky jack. Up, out, elbow down, knee up, and back. Up, out, down, standing. Up, out. Take your time with this. Feel the muscles working on the inner thigh, stretching out, outer hip working to pull that leg out. At the same time, keeping the elbows back. So much to think about. Up, out, squeeze, and back. Up, out, squeeze. One more time. To the outside, squeeze it together, and bring it back. Bring the arms down. Let's stretch it out. Step back. Weight shift into that back leg. Bring the elbows back. Bring the shoulders back. Squeeze. Lean back as far as you can. And back. It's kind of like you're in the Matrix. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And back down again. Feel the stretch. Feel the stretch all the way through the body. From the toes all the way to the fingertips. And last one. Step back. Just go back as far as you can. Just feel the stretch through the front of the body. And relax. Shake that out. Whew. All right. Forward lunge. Up and back. Up and back. We did the reverse lunge before. Now we're doing forward. Step and back. Arms up. We're not done with this. We're going to do a 3-count lunge. 1, left, right, left, and then when the right comes up, bring the knee or the elbow and knee up, elbow across. So it's 1, lunge left, lunge right, lunge left, and then left knee to right, left to right, knee to elbow. 1, yes, it is. 2, 3, and 4. So right, left, right, and left. Lots of movement here. Left, last one. Right, left, and right knee up, left elbow across. Shake that out. Just relax for a second. Grab a drink of water. You need water. We all need water. It's good for you. Remember, the energy comes from having liquids in you. Without the liquids in you, you can't get fired back up again. All right. Shoulder shrug, other arm. Excuse me. A little bend in the knees, shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. We're just going to bring that shoulder up. Squeeze. Relax and back down. But as you let it go down, start pulling down through the side of the torso without letting that other shoulder come up to do it. So it's not leaning. It's using those muscles on the side of the torso to pull, to draw that down, and then using the muscles at the top of the shoulder and in the neck to lift it back up. Down and back up. Watch that other side. Don't let it go. Hold those muscles nice and tight so the arm you're not using, the muscles are working just as hard to hold that shoulder in place as the other side, lifting and pulling back down again. One more time. Up. Squeeze it. Keep it up there. Feel those muscles tighten up. And then drop back down again. And we're good. Split squat on the side that you've got the weight in your hand. That's the leg that goes back. Find the right distance apart. So for me, if I'm too close together, that front knee goes forward. If I'm too far apart, the knee is not over the ankle anymore. So I have to find just that right spot in between where the knee stays over the ankle in the front, and the back leg does all the work. So keeping the weight out of the toes, staying on the balls of the feet, up and back down again. Roll that hip, squeeze the muscles in the back of the leg, back of the back leg, up and tight, down, roll, come up nice and slow. Remember, time under tension. The longer those muscles are contracted, the more you break them down, the more you build them up. You got to break them down to build them up. And you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Down, roll the hips. And then you got to crack a few eggs. That part I got. Down, roll. Trying to make time go a little quicker here by throwing stuff like that at you. Back down. I'll say it wrong. You say it right. We got 5 seconds left. Down and up. And we're good. All right. Same thing. That's same leg back. We're going to go into a reverse fly, bringing that shoulder back, squeezing the shoulder blade, and then forward again. Get those shoulders back. Get that chest out. You want a straight line on the back, except for that little curve in the lower part of the back. Down and up, squeezing that shoulder blade back. Down. Bring it up, bring it back. Squeeze. Hold it back there. And down. Bring it up. Don't let the torso twist on this. It is all the arm doing the work. Shoulders pulling back, shoulder blade, bringing that arm around. We got time for one more. We're going to do one more. Even if we don't have time for one more, we're going to do one more. And relax. Wide set. Butt back, arm out to the side. We're going to do lateral lunge and back up with an arm raise at the same time. Again, you can do just the arm raise on these if you're seated. Out and up. You should feel this shoulder getting tired after the reverse fly we did and now going into the side raise, the lateral raise. Putting a lot of work into that shoulder and shoulder blade. Back. But this one you're also feeling the hamstrings, the quadriceps, hip flexors. That whole lead leg is doing the work from the knee up to the hip. Down and up. Take it down and bring it back. A couple more. Down and up. Last one. Last one. Last one. And bring it back. Set the weight down. You deserve a break. We're also going to go to seated now. We have some more strength exercises. I'm grabbing my chair. But these strength exercises we're going to do seated. A little bit of a break here. These will be all upper body exercises. Take a second here. Relax. Take some deep breaths. And exhale. All right. Going back to the arm you used for the last set of exercises. First arm, bicep curls. Elbow next to the torso. It's an arc up and back down again. So it's not elbow back, bringing the weight right next to the torso. No. That doesn't do any good. This does. The big arc. It's the big arc. Up, 3/4 of the way up. And back to 1/4 of the way up. Take that opposite hand. Just let it hang down to the side. Roll the shoulder blades back. Chest is out. Up. Should feel this all the way from above the elbow, inside of the elbow, through the biceps, into the front of the shoulder. Shoulders working to keep that elbow forward. Biceps working to get that bend in the elbow to lift the weight. And back down again. Up. Hold. And back down. Keep the wrist straight. Don't let it flop around. It's really hard on that joint. Down. Back up. A couple more times. Down. And up. Last one. And we're good. Bring it up next to the head. We're going to go palm forward. No, palm back. Sorry. Palm back to palm forward. Arnold press. If that hurts your shoulder, palm in towards the head and just right straight up and back down again. Whichever works for you. Find some sort of a combination that works. This rotation of an Arnold press works a little more of those shoulder muscles. But if that's too much stress on the shoulder joint, then you got to do it the other way. Up and back down. Bring it up. Don't let the elbow go all the way down. Don't let the weight rest. Keep those muscles under tension the entire time. Up and back down. You still have 10 seconds left. Up. I'm letting that other arm hang, not using it to help stabilize me. I'm using the core muscles to keep me straight up and down. And you're there. You're there. You're there. We're going into a hip hinge. Leaning out over the front legs, over the legs in front. It's like you don't have back legs. Up. Roll the shoulder blades back. It's a narrow row. Triceps extension. Back in and out. Again, weight is parallel. The dumbbell is parallel with the torso. Back. Out. In. And forward. Elbow back. Get those shoulder blades working. To pull that back, extend at the arm, in, and back out. Bring it in. Extend at the elbow, don't lock it out. You don't want to hurt that joint. Up, that elbow joint will get crimped as you extend out. If you lock it out, that causes all sorts of stress for that joint. You should only be able to feel it working in the back of the upper arm. Last one. Back, out, in, and whew. Last ones we're going to do with this arm. We work this arm. Forward raise, right straight up in front. And back down. So going through them at this pace, we're really getting a chance to get those muscles under tension. And back down, keeping them there the whole time. Again, the more we can keep those muscles under tension, the more we break the muscle down, the better it will build up, stronger it'll be. And that's what we're looking for, is density of the muscle. And back down. It's not that it gets big, it's that it gets dense. You've got good strength there. Back down nice and slow. Keep the shoulder blades back. Don't let yourself twist or lean forward. Up and back down. Bring it up. We got one more. One more. And down. Other side. Go through all of those again. Starting with the biceps curl. So first one was elbow, upper arm, parallel with the torso, right in the same plane. We bring that arm up, keeping the elbow right next to the torso. And back down again. This arm feels so strong because it's not tired like the other one was by the last exercises. Up. And back down. Don't go all the way down. Don't go all the way up. Keep those muscles under tension. This is like about 5 minutes worth of completely keeping those muscles tightened up. Up. Breaking them down, but not focusing on the same muscles every time. But they're auxiliary muscles, using them for all of the exercises. And back down. Up. And back. And you're bringing that right straight up, stopping, and then arcing back down again. One more time. Up. and back down. Hand up next to the head, going into an Arnold press or a neutral press. Your choice, whatever works for your shoulders. Up and back down. Palm back, palm out. Don't let your torso lean to the side on this one or bring one of those sits bones up. You're trying to make sure that you keep that torso right straight up. Sits bones are evenly setting on the chair. Weight's evenly distributed between the two. No change in that whatsoever. And back down. 10 seconds left. Couple more. Up. Hold, nice and slow. Back down. Don't let the elbow go all the way down. You want to make sure those muscles stay under tension. Up and back down again. Whew. All right. All right. We're going back into the hip hinge, coming out over the legs. Front legs, as I said before. Arm out. We're bringing the elbow back, squeezing the shoulder blade, and then extending at the elbow. In and back out. Shoulder blades back, straight back. Caught myself with the shoulders down, head coming down. I need to get those shoulder blades back, get that little arc in the lower part of the back. Elbow back as far as it'll go. Extend. In and out. Extend it out. Hold it. Back in. Get those shoulder blades back. Make sure the back is staying straight. You don't want to tweak that lower back. If you let the shoulders drop, that puts all the pressure on the lower back. Not made for that. Not made for that at all. Up, in, out at the elbow, not locking it out, bending it back in, and 2 more times. Up, extend, release, and back. Last one. Up, out, and we're good. That arm right up front. And back down again. Again, make sure shoulder blades are back. As the weight goes out, don't let yourself go out with it. Keep the shoulder blades back. Keep that little curve in the lower part of the back. Always keeping the spine in neutral, always protecting it. And back down. Bring it up. Hold. This arm is tired now. It absolutely is. Up and back down. This is the last one of these. Then they get a break completely. We're done with weights for the day after this. And down. Bring it up. But you still have 15 seconds left of this. So you can't quit yet. You got to keep going. Come on. Hang in there. Hang in there. 10 seconds. Up. Hold. Back down. Last one. Bring it up. Oh, and back down again. Forgot about that part. Set the weight down. Grab your water again. Get rid of your chair because we're going back to standing. We're going to do some movement exercises. I'm getting the chair out of the way completely because we're going to go crazy with our movement. We're going to be all over the place. We're just going to be all over the place. Nope. Nope, not really. So a lot of walking here. A lot of walking. Starting out with just 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Back, 2, 3, and 4. If the backwards isn't comfortable for you, just turn around and walk back again. Start bringing that leg up a little higher with each step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Each set of 4. See if you can get that knee up just a little bit higher. 3 and 4. Find the spot that's comfortable for you where you still feel in control, but you're challenged just a little bit. Take it slow. You go fast, there's nothing to this. 3. We're working the core, holding us right over that stationary leg. 2, 3, and 4. This time, 1, 2, 3. Leg up. Hold it up there. And then back, 2, 3, knee up. Forward, 2, 3. Right knee up. And then stepping back. 2, 3. And left knee up. Again, 1, 2, 3. Right knee up. Hold it for a couple counts. And then back. 2, 3. And up. I'm falling. Okay. That was that. Left to right, you say? Should we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. Just get this feel for going side to side now. We went front and back. Now we're going side to side. Find your balance. Maybe just tap the toe. 1, 2, 3. Toe tap. Finding your balance right here. And back. 2, 3, 4. And if you want, leg up. 1, 2, 3, leg up. And back. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. Take your time. Pick the legs up. 1, 2. Very distinct movements. Each one working independently. It's all its own move. 1, 2, 3, and 4. As we go, we're going slower. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take it back and we're done with these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one we're going to do is down in a squat. Push up through the hips. Again, down, roll the hips, drive up using those quadriceps. This time as you come up, leg up off the floor and back down. I didn't bring it up very high because I wasn't sure how comfortable I would be up on a single leg. So I kept it right there, so I was always able to tap that toe if I needed it for balance. Up. Then as I feel more comfortable doing this exercise and picking that foot up off the floor, then I can start bringing it up a little higher. And it's like that. Whenever we do anything, we should start out easy, not just in exercises, but if you're working around the house, take it easy to begin with. Don't go full out. When you start, get comfortable. And then after you've been doing it for a little bit, you get a little more intense with it. Down and up. Down and up. We're good. We're done. I think of snow shoveling. We had 3 inches of snow this weekend. But when I was snow shoveling, I'd always start out small and not doing a lot of twisting, making sure that my body was warmed up. Fingers intertwined, palms up to the ceiling. You should do that in anything. Start out easy, and then you can start working your way into a little more intense. But if you start out hard, it's probably going to end up bad. And bring it back up to the top. Down to the other side, same thing. Bring that arm up and over. Deep breath in. And arms down in front. Right straight out. Bring those shoulder blades down. So they're going to be up here. Get them down there. Get them down. And then roll forward, chin to chest. Deep breath in, stretching out that upper back. And then arms right straight down in front. Pushing the hands down. Palms towards the floor. Drive them down. Get those shoulder blades back. Chest is out. So I was here. I want to be here with the shoulder blades back. Can really feel the stretch through the hands, through the inner arm, inside of the lower arms. And shake that out. We're going to just reach across with a little bit of a rotation through the body and across on the other side. Getting the turn through the foot, through the leg, and back, not through the hips. Across and across. We're going to go up overhead, diagonally, reach, rotate that leg. Don't rotate the hips, just the leg. And around, reach, rotate that hand. Feel the stretch. Raise the shoulder up as high as it'll go. Raise the roof with your shoulder. And back, up, and relax that. feet out wide, going back into that hip hinge. But this time we're going to go, or hip hinge going into his lateral lunge. But just hold in there for a second. Feel the stretch through the hamstrings, back of the thigh, into the glutes and the inner thigh. Stretching all those out at the same time with one move. Roll the hips, push up through the heel, come down on the other side, same thing. And bring it back up. Forward lunge with the rotation. So we're going to step out into a stagger step. Arms up, elbows right straight out, fist, palm, and roll through the shoulders, not the hips. And you'll know if you're turning the hips because the knees will go with it. You got to keep those knees right straight forward. And bring it back. Other side, same thing. Step out, elbows up. Rotate through the shoulders. And bring it back to center. Shake that out. Let's get a little stretch through the back and through the chest, through the hips. We work the outside of those hips a lot through the glutes. So keeping the hips forward, bring that leg around to the back. Get those hands as far across as you can. Shoulder blades as close together as you can get. Squeeze, cross, squeeze. And we're good. Let's go into just a couple deep breaths. Down low, roll the hips, reach up over the top. Deep breath in, pushing the stomach out, and exhale. One more time, bring it up over the head. Deep breath in, stomach out, and bring the arms down. Exhale as you come down. And we are good. Thank you guys for being here for the new session. We will be back on Wednesday. Join me, please. Thanks for being here.